Welcome to Howie Mandel Does Stuff. I'm Howie Mandel.
I'm Jacqueline Schultz.
And I'm Adam Ray.
And you're Adam Ray. So you were talking about moms.
Moms. Yeah, I'm curious about the moms of I just was in Madison and then Milwaukee, and there was about 10 moms out on the Sunday night show in Milwaukee. And it just got me thinking about moms in general, because they were all, I kind of went through each of them kind of getting their story. One of them was on pain muscle relaxers because she slipped a disc in her jaw. And I was like,
is there a disc in your
There's
jaw?
a disc?
Apparently.
I think that's your back.
She said she slipped a disc in her jaw.
No.
The fact that she doesn't know the difference between her mouth and her back.
I said the same thing. Yeah. I was like, you just wanted an excuse to do muscle relaxers. And she was like, can you blame me? And I was like, oh, you live in Milwaukee. But yeah, do choosy moms, choosy moms choose Jif, I think is the slogan we were trying to isolate. And what was the follow-up? Oh, how do they feel about Grindr?
Because you, as you walked in, just for those who are just joining us now, my son is one of the producers on the show, Alex. And
Just a real treat of a guy.
He is. Yeah. And I said, you have met before.
Yeah.
Because, and then I thought you had met because Logan Paul does his podcast when he's in town here. And you were on the Logan Paul. And he was producing that episode. But you said, no, you know him from Grindr.
From Grindr, yeah. We matched up. His beard was longer in the profile pic. So that ultimately was kind of the
you got
squashed.
He's a bear.
You got Jew-fished.
That's got to be a real thing, isn't it?
Is it?
It's got to be.
Jew-fished?
We're all members of the tribe here, yeah?
Not everyone.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
I am, and my daughter is, and
You're
my son
circumcised.
is, but I don't think,
The Jew tribe?
I'm circumcised, but not like you think.
How do you think I think?
Well, for those that don't know, the circumcision is a ritual done to supposedly done to every Jewish boy 7 days after birth or 8 days after birth.
Mine was a couple days ago, but that's only because I chose to get the later.
You wait.
Yeah,
you waited for a deal.
More personal connection with the rabbi.
Yeah. So mine was, my parents were they're not good at making decisions. So it was just, rather than cut, mine was hemmed in case the style ever changed. I used to talk about it in my act. Look, bell bottoms are back.
Oh, that's so funny. You're so funny, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're.
When Alex was, I think I've told this on the podcast, but when Alex was circumcised.
Yeah. Were you there for it?
Yeah. I was invited.
That's not a wrong question. Some fathers, I feel like it's almost like being in the room for the birth, right? There's probably some dads that are like, I can't see it.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing.
Well, have you ever been to it's called a bris.
Yeah. Have I been to one?
Yeah.
That wasn't my own?
Oh, yes.
Is that weird to go to?
Have you been to one?
No.
You've never been to one? You never had a friend that had a Jewish friend that had a baby boy and they invited you? Because for us, it's like
Wait,
I've been to a bunch.
Fuck, now I feel real. I mean, I went to a
bunch.
I've been to a bunch of brisses. Good for you.
I have.
But people get invited.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I guess I didn't make the cut. What is that?
Yeah.
And that's called comedy. Wow, we really built to that, didn't we?
But at Alex's, we did it very traditionally, and there was a guest over, and they cut off the end, and then they put it in a gauze.
Bag. Oh.
Bag?
Some people save the skin, right?
To go?
Paper or plastic, sir?
I don't know that either. People have said, you've never been to a circumcision and you think there are people that save it? For
no,
what?
that is what you're talking about.
What?
That is what you're talking about, right? That's what you're going to say. That's a story. You did save it.
I did not.
You did?
No.
You
the
strike
story
me as
is
someone that would save the skin.
No, I would
buried
not.
it.
You buried
and it grew in two.
No. Within minutes, our dog went out in the backyard, dug it up, brought it back in, and dropped it on a shoe of a guest that was on our podcast.
Amazing.
Or not a podcast, on our briscast.
Even your dog's funny.
Yeah. But nobody has saved. Has anybody saved?
In the history of the world, I'm sure someone has.
Why would you save it?
Great question. Let's get him on the pod. You saved...
What?
What?
You saved...
That sounds like a Judy Blume book. You saved my belly button. What happened to your belly button that it needed saving? Or did it fall off and Dad was like, this is an omen?
Go ahead.
I'm crying when it fell off.
Why did it fall? Wait, why did it fall? Don't say that like that's a normal sentence.
When my belly button fell off.
No belly buttons fall off. This is the worst episode of Sesame Street. Where Gordon's like, you know when your belly button falls off?
Why, was it a slip knot?
Yeah.
We didn't tie it tight enough?
No, belly buttons fall off when you're a baby. When they tie it.
Dear God. Oh my God.
They're all looking.
Kimmy is out there and she's having a baby. She's pregnant. Do you know that your baby's belly button is going to fall off?
Hold on to that belly button. Wait, why does it fall
They
off?
clamp it because it's attached
To the umbilical cord.
Right, and so when they cut it, they clamp it, and then later on it falls off.
The other side. You know that? Do you know that, Kimmy?
I did know that, and I just booked my moil.
Good for you.
Wow.
Oh, she's having a boy.
Wow.
Is it hard to book a moil?
Somebody's got money.
What does that have to do with money?
I was just making it.
How much does it cost to get a...
I think it's like 800.
Yeah, that's
No.
more
Oh, see, you do have money. That's expensive.
that's more than I spent. I didn't get a moil. They just did it in the hospital. Snip, snip.
But Jason, my husband's religious, so
Oh.
it was kind of like.
Your husband's religious?
Are we invited to the bris?
Do you want to come?
Oh,
No.
Oh, that's a no. That's a no. By
But
the way.
Adam
Do you
has
wanna
never
come?
been to one. Do you want to bring him to your...
I'm a
Sure,
great
you're welcome.
guest. I don't need a +1.
You're more than welcome to come.
I'll bring
An
what do you bring
$800
to a bris? What
What do you
of
bring to a
snacks?
bris?
Potato salad?
Not sausage.
Not so.
Bagels and lox.
Oh, all right.
People... I know somebody, and I've also talked about this. I know somebody in Toronto, a Jewish girl that I knew that married somebody who was not Jewish, and he converted for her.
Oh, wow.
And at that age, decided to get a circumcision.
Wow. That's wow. Yeah, I mean, it's probably
What?
I don't know. My stepdad converted for and when he met my mom and they got married. So now I'm just thinking about his penis.
Is it?
I don't
was
know.
he
I haven't
circumcised?
asked.
Phone him.
Let's get him on the
I
phone.
can get him on the phone. Here. You can hear him. You want to phone him?
Yeah.
Here, dial the number on my phone.
Oh my God. This is going to take our stepson stepdad relationship to the next
But it
level.
is. If you can't talk about to your, are you close to your stepfather?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like dad number 2, you know.
Dad number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, you dial it.
Which
here.
is what every
Here,
stepdad
you dial
wants
it
to
and
hear.
then I'll plug it in.
Great.
What's his name?
George.
George. And where is he in the country?
He's in Seattle right now, where I'm from. He used to be the VP of Merrill Lynch, and then he retired. And
wow.
So when my mom,
so you grew up with money?
No, I grew up with a single mom with 4 jobs and fucking Chef Boyardee for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Really?
Yep.
And when did she marry? How old were you
when I
she
went to
married?
college, so the timing
Oh.
was perfect, so I didn't have to leave her by herself. And
So you weren't there for the bris?
I wasn't there for the bris.
Dialing him?
Let's see, 3, 5.
Don't say it out loud.
All right, here we go.
You got it? Here,
Yeah.
give it to me, and you'll hear him on your headsets.
Great. He's a sweet guy. He's a big pun guy.
Every dad is.
Yeah, but he's
Please
really.
leave your message for
Oh.
20.
God damn it! I
He's
can
not
call my
there.
mom and ask her.
We will. Okay, here.
My mom will even be a better answer. My mom's name is Puddin'. She's a little Oklahoma.
Her name.
Jew.
Her name is what?
Well, her name's Carolyn, but everyone calls her Puddin'. My grandpa called her
Puddin'?
that's like her nickname. If you met her, you go, "She's a Puddin'."
He can use his own phone and you just take it.
Oh yeah. Do you use your own phone?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I plug it in.
Great. Here we go. And
Now your phone's
boom.
on his crotch.
Well, it's a dictaphone.
It's clean.
Okay.
I got tested yesterday.
I'm talking puddin'.
Yeah.
5,
No.
2,
What
2,
the fuck?
Puddin' and the man are out.
Well, no, I mean, yeah.
You can't get in touch
The
with
only
anybody.
time I can't get a hold of them is
They know we're calling to ask about your stepfather's dick. So.
I got to find out. I'll send you if I get a hold of them later. I'll try to get the audio and send it to you, and you can put it in the podcast.
Or a picture. Ask for a
No dick pic. My daughter is asking for a
No,
dick
no
pic
dick
of
pics.
your stepfather. You don't do that.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
I don't even
Some
know if he
people
knows what a
do.
dick pic is. To be quite honest,
Really?
there's so many things we could ask him right now. Truly,
Why
he's
would-
78. I mean, he's clicking and ticking on all cylinders. But
Why would it, now, are you single?
no, engaged.
Engaged.
Yeah.
How long have you been going out with this person?
About 6 years.
And is she in the business?
She's in voiceover animation casting. Just got into it and crushing it, and loving it.
Did you meet in the business? Did she give you a job?
No, we met. Her friend was dating my friend, and they were getting ready to move her to Sacramento with him, and they were in Arizona, where she's from. And I was at the Tempe Improv, and on my last show, they brought her out, and we met and hit it off, and just kind of kept in touch casually.
When you say kept in touch casually, so that's what we're talking
Text
about.
and
Did you-
emails, just like
no dick pics.
no dick pics. I've taken one, and the lighting was bad, and I was like, "This isn't for me." I was also very drunk. I was like, "What am I doing?"
Really? You
Yeah.
took one, and the lighting
Never
was a
sent it.
problem.
It was also just weird. I don't. I mean, but I'm a people pleaser, so I sent her a picture of a guy in a Hummer parking in a handicap spot because I was like, "You want a dick pic?"
This is a dick.
Well,
This
in the
guy's a
laughter.
dick.
Yeah, this guy's a dick. But
I just got it.
So behind.
it's okay.
She's on a 7-second delay.
She's on muscle relaxers too.
Yeah. She slipped a disc in her jaw.
In my brain.
In her brain. But the fact that you were, but you did contemplate sending a dick pic.
Contemplated, yeah, but just couldn't go through with it.
I could never.
I'm not that. I just
What's
don't.
the angle? What's a good angle?
Great question. Yeah.
The angle is, this is how I can meet you.
Yeah,
what do you mean, what's a good angle?
No, I heard that. I was listening to Kiss FM and they were talking about if you're going to send a dick pic, do you do it from below or do you do it from like up high?
I would think from below.
You have to get less chins, higher probably.
I think higher. I think you always go higher.
Right,
no,
yeah.
but from down below, from the taint to the head, it will look longer than from the.
I feel like Kyle or Jeremy or someone has done it.
It looks like a lot of our staff has sent dick pics.
Well, Alex, to his
Rich,
credit,
for sure.
sent taint to head, and that's again why I swiped.
Back to Grindr.
Yeah, back to Grindr.
Back to Grindr. But you know what he does? He's really, my son is not on the apps, but he's gone to clubs and done that in person.
What? Dick pics?
No, swiping right.
Handed out his headshots.
No, he will just walk up to somebody and physically swipe them to the right.
Good for him.
No, but he'll go and she'll go, "What are you doing?" I go, "I swiped you to the right. I want to meet you."
Wow.
I think there's a connection here.
Yeah, that's old school.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just, it's not digital. Were you guys putting something up? Were you going to put something up? Kyle, have you ever sent a D-pic?
What if they're going to pull up my stepdad's
Only if it was
penis?
requested.
What?
Only if it was requesed.
What?
I
Have
like
there
that.
been women that requested it?
Do people request that?
Yeah,
I think so.
like girls have dated. Yeah.
And
No.
how
Caroline's
Caroline
saying
said
no.
You
No way.
never
Caroline's a
requested-
single girl. I would imagine that would be a turn on.
now let me ask you this: how early on does it get requested? Like 2 dates in, an hour in?
I mean, months, weeks, not right away. No.
And how would one ask? Like, what are you doing tonight?
Let's set the scene. Ready? I'm the girl. You're you. Ready? What's your
Go
first
ahead.
name again?
Go ahead, Kyle.
Kyle. Here we go. Right. So Kyle, things have been like really sweet lately. Like I don't know. Like you have a car, which rules. And was that your Xbox or was that your roommate's?
That's at the point I just send it. You know.
Wow, okay. And scene, I guess. Jesus Christ. I was hoping for a little yes anding, Kyle. Jesus Christ.
You
Can we
asked
get
me
this
if
guy a
that's my
growling
Xbox.
class? Yeah.
You asked me if that's my
Oh my
Xbox. My dick is.
So no one's asked.
In
No
the
one's
cloud.
asked for it then. If that's what you're getting and you think that that's asking for a dick pic.
Caroline, have you ever gotten one like unsolicited and been pissed off at the person?
I don't get pissed off, but it's usually like randos, like even on Instagram and stuff. Like, why do like
What a
men-
weird thing to do, just to send and then hoping like that's the icebreaker.
Yeah,
But they're like your move, you know, and then there's just like a gap in time, and then there are probably people that are just like, whoa, cool. I'm Christine. What's your name? Scott. Like, is that really? And then that's your story too, you know, like, which is a big bummer.
That's an icebreaker. So, but did they know you?
No, like randoms, but also like guys that do know me and they send it. I'm like, I did not want that. No.
Oh, you know, how well do you know?
She
him?
added now at the end. I did not want that now.
Yeah.
It's the
This
middle
is
of
an
the
after
day.
5 shot.
Wait for a weekend where I'm not out of town. I've
If
got
I'm at a
all.
bar at 1 a.m. and I'm like, okay, but like not like in the
Okay.
middle of work.
Wow, that was very
Caroline?
revealing. That was a lot of info real quick that nobody asked for. Yeah. That was like a dick pic verbal. Yeah. All right.
It's 1 a.m. at
1
a bar. Okay.
Yeah. Panera's closed. The Subway's open. Wow, okay.
Wow, we're learning a lot about you. You come on, and I learned so much about the people I
I
work
love
with.
to include the whole group.
You really did.
But to answer your question, I did not come from money. Single mom, 4 jobs, stepdad married, and then brought it. And then he allowed my mom to go to do. She always wanted to act, right? So she was like living vicariously through me when I was doing school plays and musicals and all that. And then he goes, go off and take some acting workshops and classes. She did the vagina monologues.
No.
19 times.
Your mother did the vagina
and she
monologue?
was great, but it definitely was weird sitting there. She did the one where it's talking about it flowing or the flood. It's called The Flood, I think.
I didn't see it.
Rich, you've seen the vagina monologues a lot, right? Yeah, what is it called? It's called The Flood, I think.
It is the flood.
It is The Flood, yeah. Dear God, I was joking, but he knew it.
He saw.
Yeah, he saw it.
I mean, is 16
He also
times
loves
a
the
lot?
theater. What's that?
Is 16 times a lot?
I think 4 times is a lot.
Okay, so did you go see your mother in the vagina
Yes,
monologues?
she
You
was
did.
great. She was great, yeah.
Really?
But it was very awkward.
What do you?
It was very awkward.
Are you sitting beside people as your mother's talking about a vagina?
Yeah.
You're going, that's my mom.
Yeah. That's my mom. Yeah, I'm very proud right now. It's usually not. It doesn't flood like that in real life. She's acting. Yeah, she crushed it. But afterwards, I mean, yeah, it was. And she was like, "How was it?" I was like, "I was very descriptive," you know. But she was good. She committed. She's got a very just genuine innate ability to just like tap in. Like I think it got pretty emotional at one point because I think it's about a husband dying and her drying up, and then all of a sudden something happened, and she just fucking, you know, Old Faithful. So she starts crying about the dead husband, and it was like, oh my God. But that was also like an emotional roller coaster.
And then she gets all wet.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
so it's a great show.
It's your mother.
It's a great show, but she's a sweetheart.
It's
and,
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Is that how she got the name Puddin'?
You got to ask my grandpa that, but he's
but that's so weird.
Yeah, very weird.
And are your siblings in the business?
No. Sister is in the medical field. Brother-in-law is a white rapper named Dirte, but he's also in construction. But I lead with the white rapper thing, so that people Google his work. Dirte, D-I-R-T-A-Y.
Is he up on YouTube?
Oh, he's all over YouTube.
So let's play some Dirte.
Oh my God, you're gonna make. He fucking loves you.
Oh wow. So is he older or younger than you?
He's 50. There it is.
Oh, there he is.
Mr. Born Talon.
Dirte.
Oh my God. And see, here's the thing. Like he put up "I'm Lost," and I'm like, "Hey man, is this about your marriage to my sister? Let's fucking talk."
Wait, that's your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see Dirte.
He's not bad, man. He's not bad.
Let's hear it. This is Dirte.
I'm lost. Okay. I'm like, let's talk, bro. Looks like a rapper, right?
He does. He looks angry. What's his real name?
Tim.
I look up at the sky, homie, I'm lost again. That pain runs deep. I said I'm lost again.
Fucking pretty good.
Struggle burns my soul. Can I get up again? I said I'm lost, homie. I'm lost again. I'm lost, homie, I'm lost again.
He's actually good. He actually is.
Would you send him to Hollywood?
I would actually. He would do good on it.
Would you? Are you fucking serious?
I think he would do good. It was good, wasn't it?
It was good.
It's funny.
Would you gold star him?
You know my dad's feeling it when he starts doing his weird like dance.
Dad dance.
The dad dance. The dad bob. Yeah.
Dad dance. The guy's actually good. I thought it was going to be funny and bad, and it wasn't. You're disappointed by showing me somebody who's talented and good.
But his name's Dirte.
That's not good. I don't like the name.
Okay, so
I like the music, and I like but that's cool. So
Yeah.
he's married to your sister who's in the medical field?
Yes.
And it's just you and your sister?
And I got, three, 2 half brothers, a stepsister, a stepbrother, and then they've got 5 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
but 2
dirty.
from my nieces are from a different pops. He's got 3 kids from a different marriage,
shit.
and then they had one together. Jackson, my little
You're like
psycho
the
nephew,
Partridge Family, or no, the Brady Bunch on steroids.
Oh yeah, there's a show out there for Dirte and I. I've written it. I know. I just need to.
Dirte and I. That's what you call it.
Dirte and I.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 8 o'clock tonight, Dirte and I.
I definitely, when I shoot a special, want him to come out and rap at the end. And
he's got to, or use him as the theme music.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
lost.
Yeah, I'm lost. When I first,
is he making money? Is this stuff on Spotify?
No, so now, I mean, he's full on construction now because when you.
But he's done music and he's put it on YouTube. Why isn't it down there uploaded for people to
I'm making the
stream?
podcast rounds not to promote my career, but to promote Dirte's rap career to get resurrected.
Did you hear? Did he have a career and then it went?
Oh, he was doing. He was open. I mean, he opened for DMX in Seattle. A bunch of. He was the local guy that would open for a lot of the bigger guys that would come through.
Did you have him open for you?
Not yet. No.
No, because you go back there.
Oh yeah.
So how come you don't hire your brother-in-law?
Oh, I don't know.
Because
you get comics. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I think he would be good like pre-show, right? And then
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But a lot of comics are using. Russell Peters uses. Well, he's actually a DJ himself, but he uses DJs.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people use DJs.
Yeah.
So, but this is like, and now my brother-in-law, Dirte.
Extra level. Yeah.
It is extra.
Can you do the intro?
Dirte.
My mom really wants to go see him bad live, and my sister won't let him because he's a little.
Your sister won't let your mother go. She did the fucking vagina monologues. Your mother flows like a sieve. You know, I don't know what it is, but why can't you see? You can't see dirty. You go do your little play about your vagina going dry and then getting all juicy. Don't see dirty.
Oh my God.
Because you're going to hear things like "I'm lost."
Yeah. All the titles. Yeah, it's like
you do have your family seems a little bit sitcomish. Have you ever do you writing? Are you writing?
Oh yeah, I've got shows on shows on shows, and just,
what are you doing with them? Let's produce something.
Okay, yeah. The one actually, Bill Burr really liked the one that is about Dirty Nights, because we've kind of come to blows on some stuff. There's really a fun dynamic of me being with my nieces and my sister for the first 5 years, and then him coming into the picture, and kind of this thing of like the uncle that's kind of like pseudo dad because I've been the only male influence in their life, and now here comes real dad. That's taken over, and kind of the clashing of styles is really fun. And kind of for the show, we made it more of like an East Coast West Coast thing, and that the East Coast guy's a little older. So it was basically Burr and I that were fathering these kids, and the sister's not with us.
So are you developing? Because Burr can get it on the air.
He loved it, and then just started doing his movie, and then was just like let's circle back to this.
So that he's just doing the movie right now.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got that? You got a partner?
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, but he can get it on the air.
Things can fall off, of course. Yeah.
That's a great idea, but just see the characters that you really have in your life. You've been doing, so you're doing stand-up. You're touring?
About 15 years. Yeah, on the road. I was just in Madison and Milwaukee, and go to Atlanta next week. Full on the road right now. Just trying to do. It's been probably the best acting year for me, which is what I came out here for. Went to SC for acting school, and then started stand up in.
Is that the dream?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm playing Vince McMahon on the Rock Show about his life. Played Jay Leno on Pam and Tommy.
Yeah,
bunch of guest star stuff.
That was big, right?
It was cool, yeah. And I'm on the show Gaslit, that's about Watergate with Sean Penn and Julia Roberts right now, playing Nixon's press secretary. Need to get a series reg, and then fucking some movies, and then do the Sandler thing, which is what I want to do. Bring
produce,
and
bring your friends.
Man, I got so many. Just from doing this so long. I mean, you're probably the same way. Where you're just like, God, I know so many fucking guys that just like haven't had a shot, or haven't had the right shot, or just people just don't know, but are still. Like, I see them every week at the store, and they're still so funny, and they're just getting better, and which is the name of the game, right? You just want to keep honing your shit and staying prepped, and so that when your chance
just to make that call to Rob Schneider and go, "You are dirty." I can do it.
I mean, he would fucking crush it, or Swartzen, yeah.
Yes. But that's a good dream. But would you ever give up stand up?
No, never. No, they're synonymous at this point.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day, like, what would you pick? And I probably pick stand up.
Me too. A lot of people weird. I know didn't do stand up. I mean, they did stand up as a means to an end.
Right.
So when they got a sitcom or they got a movie, they just stopped it. But there's nothing like. I actually don't like doing movies, and
really?
I quit those. Yes.
Yeah. What's the last one you've
movie?
Yeah.
What do you laugh? What do you?
I don't really understand what's going on. Why did you search black screen to put up on the screen?
Oh, the bright blue screen was reflecting off his glasses, so we changed it to black so that it wouldn't be so.
In the middle of a conversation.
Well, you weren't supposed to be asking about it.
It just took my time. I'm sorry.
You have two people with ADD hosting a podcast. You can't start working in the room. What was I talking about? Oh, movies. In the 80s, I did a bunch of movies. I did Little Monster.
By the way, I mean. One of the best movies of all time.
No, I think you're blowing smoke up. Okay, but the truth of the matter is
very good.
I did not like. Number one, leaving LA and staying in some place.
Scaring Fred Savage.
For 3 months.
Yeah.
Living in a trailer.
Yeah.
And doing like 2 lines out of context every 3 hours.
I know.
It just fucked up my mind.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And there's nothing like showing up someplace with a live audience.
Nothing beats it.
Nothing beats it. And everything that I love about stand-up and that immediate kind of response and that kind of working the crowd and just working the material and doing that is the polar opposite of what movie making is.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I have found a comfortable, doing this podcast with Jackie is kind of someplace in between stand-up and hosting. I don't mind hosting because again, it's live and it's happening in the moment.
You want to be flexing the muscle where you can be Howie and be yourself and not be filter. I mean, I
guess but it is filtered. You have control. You know, you can. They edit you. You take the same. That's why it's so funny to me. Like as a comic, you come up with your material and your character, and you perform, but as an actor, 9 out of 10 times you didn't write it.
Yeah.
It's kind of chosen by committee, whatever those moments are, whether it's the studio's input and the director's input and the writer's input, so many people, and you do one scene from 90 angles, and then somebody goes in there and cuts it, so it's not even the same rhythm as you did.
You got to make your own shit. Is there any way, can I plug something that's on my YouTube channel that I just put out? Can you pull up Adam Ray Jeremy trailer on YouTube?
Adam Ray Jeremy trailer. What is this?
It's just a like a one-off 30-minute show that I did where I played 3 different characters and prosthetic, and Joel McHale's in it, and Ron Funches, and David Koechner, and Thomas Lennon.
Wow,
and
that's a good cast.
And in talking about like just creating for yourself, and so that's.
So if you're doing all that, I like that. So you did this yourself?
Yes, funded it, wrote it, directed it. I mean, acted in it, got everybody.
Well, if you can do something like that, that's different. Than
Adam Ray Jeremy trailer, I guess is what you should type in.
Adam Ray Jeremy.
That's what I think the great thing about social media is too for creators now, because it used to be where you had an idea and you want to create it, and then you would have to get a studio or whatever behind you, and then there's all these other people that have their hand in it that want to make changes. Now you can literally go create something, go on YouTube or go on TikTok or Instagram and put it up exactly the way you want to do it.
Yep,
here it is.
1,000.
Here it is. For those just listening.
So that guy's a hair. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It was awesome.
So that's great.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
And that's, it's called a trailer. When did you put that up?
The whole thing is up maybe a couple weeks ago. There it is to the right. Yeah.
So you spent a lot. That looks like you got all your friends.
A lot of
there.
favors. Yeah.
A lot of
the
favors.
makeup was really the, what probably cost the most. Yeah.
And what is the thought behind it? Like, what do you want to do with this?
Well, I wanted to. I maybe pitched it a couple places, and they just thought it was a sketch show, but there was a whole show around it where it was the Jeremy kid was the son of Howie, who was the hairstylist who became gay and left his wife, and now he's a hairstylist. And then the whole family was kind of intertwined. The old lady was the grandma, and it was just a very dysfunctional family. And I pitched it to a couple places, and then that just kind of like fell off, and then I was just sitting on it. So I was like, I'm just going to put it up. You know,
you should put it up. Now, are all those, if that goes to series, are all those people?
Oh yeah,
they're on board.
They're all,
Joel and Ron.
Oh yeah.
So why wouldn't like even adults? Did you go to Adult Swim?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
It seems like an Adult Swim.
It does, right?
Yeah.
A shorter.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Adult Swim and try to sell that.
Fuck yeah.
Look at that. This is not a podcast anymore. This is like a meeting.
A meeting.
This is like
they were
what you're
all,
doing.
yeah.
What you're doing. It started with Grindr, and then what you people are listening to is the coming together of minds where we are figuring out how to parlay your brilliant talent into the next level.
Sure. Are you always looking through those goggles? Yeah.
No, I more than I always say, my entrepreneurial spirit outweighs my creative spirit.
Wow.
I love business.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, you probably pitched 1 billion shows, yeah?
This week.
Wow.
You're
not lying.
No, I'm not lying. We pitch every day.
Love that.
There isn't anything that but the point is that you realize that in this business, no is the normal and is, just surrounds, but you can't let no bother you. So you got to keep going. And that's why I'm in this building where you're sitting and we're just constantly just pitching and hearing ideas and having people like you come in who are incredibly creative. I'm going to tell, like, most people listen to this and don't watch this. You got to watch this, what we're talking about.
Yeah, Jeremy Rising is the name of it on YouTube. Just
Jeremy Rising. And is that the only place that it lives?
Yep, right now,
See, what you need to do, I'll tell you right now, you need to cut little clips of that, like even 30-second, like just that couple that was talking.
Yeah.
You need to put that on TikTok. You need to put it on...
a few of them are on the gram. Yeah, I should put them on TikTok for sure. Yeah.
No, on the gram. I was going to say on the gram. You need to have it on every platform. You can OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Okay,
By the way, you know that Cash Me Outside girl made $52 million from OnlyFans last year? You know the girl from Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
She's like, cash me outside, Dr. Phil. And he was like, well, you suck my dick, bitch. Now she's got $52 million in the bank.
Well, we've had, who do we have on Tana? How much does Tana make? Tana makes on a month.
Like $1 million a month.
She makes $1 million a month every month just from that, and then she has all these other platforms she's making money on. But she was married to Logan's brother, wasn't she?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 Am I not supposed to talk about that? No. Okay. But I'm
No,
saying
that was out in the open. She talked about it too.
But they're saying no. Don't talk about it.
No.
What?
You said, am I not supposed to talk about it? He said, no. Like, you can't.
That's a double negative.
It's so confusing. This
Anyway,
show's so confusing. It's
my
so
son is. We're a little off today, and I'm
guys are
excited that you're here.
Yeah.
No, we're a little off because my son has a bird in a box, and we were a little thrown right before. Come on in, Alex, with the box and show Adam.
Like he bought the bird and
he didn't buy this.
He didn't buy it.
found a bird.
Yeah.
He found the bird.
He found a bird already in the box, or he.
No, I think this is a box that he found, and then it was empty, and he put a bird in
Bird
it.
is sleeping. I don't want to bother him.
What's the bird's name?
I didn't name him.
You got to name your.
having him.
What?
I'm just helping him until he could fly again.
How do you know he's going to be able to fly again? Not to be pessimistic, but
Well, he did die last night, but I gave him CPR and he came back. So now I'm just taking care of him.
are you fucking serious right now?
Uh-huh.
He was dead for 2 minutes.
You did CPR on a bird
Yeah, Kyle was there watching.
He like pumped his heart.
Yeah.
with little like,
Compression.
and then
Did you put your mouth up to his beak? And
You had to.
Technically, for a bird, you're supposed to do that over like their nostrils on
Yeah.
their beak,
Yeah.
but I didn't do it because I don't know if the bird has any illnesses because he's just from the street.
Well,
So-
yeah.
He's from the street.
Yeah,
Instead,
he's
I
definitely
did
got
it
everything.
with,
He's
like,
probably
more
got
of a
bird flu
massaging
and
method.
yeah.
You didn't know
HPV.
if his beak was dirty, as they say.
Whoa.
See,
But
we
he's
brought it
back
back.
and he's full of energy, and I was
you
He's full
just
of
said
energy.
he's not coming in here because he's asleep.
You got to name this
because I
bird.
just fed him.
What'd you feed him?
What did you feed him?
Well, it,
While he's
you just-
sleeping?
you
Jesus,
just crush
Cosby.
up a
Wait.
little bit of like dry dog food mixed with water, so they get the water, and
Okay.
the dog food's high in protein, so it gives them energy.
Did you know all this going in?
No.
You seemed very well equipped to handle a flightless bird and
I've been
bringing him
trying.
back to life.
Where'd you find the bird?
Are
He
you?
was
Were you?
stuck inside the garage next to my car, just laying on his side, like legs not working.
Were you a Cub Scout?
No.
Where did you just like have the, just I guess awareness to go? Here's the first move. Put him in a box. CPR. Make sure he's clean. Give him food. Don't give him a name.
Research? I don't know. I just didn't want to like. I called the rehab center to where you.
What
bring
rehab center?
There's
You-
a bird
again,
and bunny
you're saying-
rehab center in like Calabasas or Thousand Oaks or something like that. I think it's
What
something like there, Agora. And they said,
You. By the way,
well,
you know
should just
exactly
let-
where it
they,
is.
They pretty much said that they're gonna, if I bring him in, they'll euthanize him. So I was like, I'm gonna give him a chance.
Well, you called a second bird expert
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They said if you brought him in, they're just going to kill him because what? They're like,
Because
if he can't
his
fly,
legs
he's
aren't
worthless.
working and he's not making noise, so he can't call for his parents anymore.
So he's
This
not
is
adding to
sad.
the bird
This is
community.
sad. So I was like, I'm not gonna bring him in to.
No,
for them
I love
to do
that. Yeah, that's fucked
so
up.
I was like, I'll just figure out how to do it. And
If
do
you
the
save
best
this
I can.
bird's life,
Yeah.
he's going to take you to
Under his wing.
Under his wing, and very funny, very funny. We'll be right back. That we cut to commercial after that. That was funny. Wait, Alex, he's going to take you to the bird family community or like a nest, and they're going to have like a gift for you. And this is this is how the movie starts. This is like your.
Oh, he's
homework-
bringing him in his
bringing him
hand?
in.
Oh my God.
Here he is.
Not in the box?
No, he woke up.
Oh my God.
You heard him. You said he can't speak.
Heard.
Yeah, but you said he can't make noise to call his parents.
I heard his wings flapping.
Oh,
Gotta
So
name
his
him,
legs
dude.
aren't working.
oh,
No, I believe you.
Yeah. And
Why aren't his legs working? Do you know?
no.
He probably crashed into something.
When
right?
people see this episode, is PETA going to get mad?
No, they're gonna be.
No,
they're gonna
they're
go
gonna be
like
happy.
this.
I mean, the thing is I was bringing him to a place to be rehabbed, and they were going to euthanize him. So
Yeah.
I'm just doing whatever I can to feed him and
You're crushing
to
it.
release him, not to keep him as a.
You're not
going to
be able to release him, though, if he can't walk.
You're the Jane Goodall of birds.
I mean, they also fly.
who does?
Birds.
Oh yeah.
You two seem to be hitting it off again.
Yeah. So anyway, he's getting.
I didn't know you had a bird
feisty.
fetish.
I'm gonna give him more food.
How do now when you give him the food, do you put it in your mouth and chew it up and then spit it into his?
Great
I
question.
use a little syringe, like a little plastic
To
one.
put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth and then you spit it into his.
Yeah. Well, I have to chew the dog food first so that it's
Oh
digested.
my God! Of course you do. What kind of dog food did you get again?
It's just a high
Regular-
protein.
Here we
Pedigree.
go. Here we go.
Oh, is that his feeding? I've been feeding him back there with a little tray.
Can you spit it in his mouth live on the show here?
I don't.
I feel like he's getting stressed out.
Oh, really?
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
have him leave.
Yeah, just it's
Well, he better
it's a
get
lot.
used to his press tour because when he comes back to fly, this bird's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get him on the Today
he's
Show.
stressed. Don't
See if-
stress him. But the fact that he's got that much energy right now and he was dead for 2 minutes last night.
Yo, you're incredible. That's amazing.
That's my son.
Yeah, dude.
That's my son.
Did you ever think you were going to raise someone who would raise a bird
Yeah.
and bring it back from the dead?
Yeah. You probably did know that.
Why?
Did you ever look at this kid and go, someday a bird's going to need you, Alex?
Yes.
And he goes, get out of my room, Dad.
No, because he's always been like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a kind-hearted soul.
Who loves animals.
Loves animals.
And cooking.
And models. He does the same
And
thing
not
with
in that
models.
order.
Yes, but he
does the same thing with models.
No, he does. He
Gives
will.
him CPR, brings him back to life.
He will take
He
a
rehabs.
Helps him fly.
He will take in a wounded like model and nurse her back to life and then release her.
So that's why he's so good at this.
It's the same
He's
thing.
like, if I've done models, I can do birds.
Yeah. Chicks and birds.
Oh, funny.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not funny. It's real.
Wow. I didn't know
my
if you
son.
guys were fucking with me or not.
No.
Until he walked in with the bird. Actually, until he leaned into the mic and really had a lot of conviction in his eyes. I was like,
No,
oh, this guy really did compressions on a bird heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
He could do everything. You know, he's certified in everything.
He just got his 10th anniversary as an ordained minister.
Wow.
He married her.
Wow. That's illegal, right?
No, he didn't. He
No, I'm not
officiated.
married to my brother.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
How many times do you have to say that?
You
a
ask
day?
the questions.
So, but
right.
the reason I'm saying
A
that
bunch
is
of
you're
bristles.
engaged. You're engaged.
Yes.
Have you set a date?
Yes. October.
Can Alex be the officiant?
My rabbi's doing it right now, but if we can compare skins, we can see who's, that's a show we could sell, compare skins to get the ordained. Everyone has to show their.
He just
All right,
got,
we'll work
I mean,
on the
he's
pitch.
not spiritual. He got his ministry or ordainship so that he can park in places.
How about this? If the bird flies, you're in. Rabbi's out.
Why not at your wedding release the bird?
No,
But what
I
if he
found
does
out.
fucking dive bombs?
I found out he did check a
Take
box.
it as a sign.
When he married me, he checked a box that he was Christian,
What?
that it was or Catholic, or he checked the wrong box.
He did?
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes. So,
He doesn't know he's a Jew?
so you have
He
to do it
checked.
again?
I didn't check that box. Your husband checked that box.
Oh, so it was a Catholic wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, your husband's not Jewish.
Yeah.
She's not married to a Jewish man.
That's okay. Nobody's
Yeah.
perfect.
He's circumcised.
But he's not Jewish.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
No, you can. Anyone could be circumcised.
No.
Hi, sharks.
mostly men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, mostly men. I think women be circumcised?
Yes,
They can.
they can.
Uh-huh.
They were doing that and they're against
Handmaid's
it.
Tale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oof, what a crazy show.
Yeah.
it
How
is.
would they do it? They would just,
They scoop out the.
ugh,
No.
No,
it's
there's
not
no
like
scooping.
scooping out pits.
Yeah.
Like
like an avocado.
look at Caroline's face.
I didn't know that. Just in Madison, I was talking to a guy in the front row about milking cows, and I was like doing it like this at one point, and he goes, "That's definitely not it, man." And I was like, "Oh, what was I doing?" And he was like, "Something else." And then he goes, "It's like this." I go, "Oh yeah, they got teats." And then he goes, "And the udder." And I go, "What's the udder again?" He goes, "It's like one big tit." And then I go, "And then four little titties, right?" He goes, "Yeah, one big titty and then four little titties." And we all just started laughing because I was like, "Dude, there's definitely a show where you just got like broke." He was a college kid. And I was like, you get bros like breaking down barnyard animals because it definitely made sense to me. Because he was like, yeah, one fat tit and then a bunch of little titties underneath.
I don't
and then
like that show idea as much as your others.
Oh, that's not a real show.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it's in development.
It's Nick Jr.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
a kid show.
Bros breaking down.
I do want to do a kid show though. Like all the kids say the darndest things, Big Shot, Little Big Shots, all that.
Yeah.
I definitely like that's probably if you could go, what's your aside from like a Curb Your Enthusiasm type show for me, that would be a show I'd want to do. I'm
Kids?
great. I'm incredible with kids of all ages.
You want to have kids?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, you have to. You're engaged to be married.
She'll be 27. I'm 39. So we probably got about 3 years.
But you don't have a. You don't. What do you mean we got?
You
3
don't
years?
have a clock. Do you
Yeah.
have a clock?
No.
She can do it for
Well,
more than you.
She says like at 30 is about the time, and she says there's a better chance to have twins if she's over 30. I think she wants like
Really?
5 kids. maybe
Why?
more.
Because she thinks she's going to have trouble. So she'll, you
Yep.
know, if you
she
have.
thinks if something happens to me, she'll have help. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just-
But I don't know why does she? Does she
Why
have
does
twins in
she
her
think she's
family?
gonna
No,
have
she just
twins?
wants kids. She loves kids.
But why does she think she would have twins over 30? That doesn't make sense.
She read that somewhere.
No.
Maybe because it's harder to get pregnant. You may need help like IVF, and then it's more likely you have multiples when you have IVF.
Yeah. Can you imagine
problem
having
solved.
like 6 or 7? Like, did the Octomom 8 at one time?
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I would do.
What you would do?
Yeah.
Like as the father or as her?
As the father.
Yeah. To me, that's like do you ever go to Menchie's?
No, what's that?
It's like an ice cream, a self-serve ice cream place,
Okay.
soft serve ice cream. To me, that's like if it gets stuck. If you're serving yourself the ice cream and you got a little cone and it just keeps coming out, the vagina dropping 8 babies seems
It's like soft serve to you.
Well, it's just like enough, and it's making a mess every place. It's like 8 babies in one fell swoop.
Why is that even physically possible?
That was the doctor's fault. Because the doctor
He just kept pulling them out? Oh, he put them in.
No,
Oh, yeah, he put them in. But can you imagine now? It's like, it's got to be.
Or the family with 19. What was it, 19 and counting? Get over
Yeah,
yourself.
why
Are you
are they
that cool?
counting? Why do you still count? Stop counting.
Stop counting. This is the whole problem.
But I would imagine a woman who has 19 children is, well, I'm not even going to go there. But she can't.
Has needed some procedures.
Or what if they didn't get a procedure?
What if she's like, this is me, take it or leave it, deal or no deal?
She probably never dried up like pudding.
We'll be right back. We're going to take another quick break.
You want to see if Puddin's still there?
Yeah, let's give her a call again.
See if she's there. Dial her.
Come on, Mom.
See if she answers.
Come on, Mom.
Come on, Mom. Puddin.
Puddin.
Just hold it up to the...
No, if she answers,
She gave
I'll
birth
take
to
it.
a total of 69 children.
No, she's not going to try. What? What is that? What does it
She
say?
held the record for most children a couple has produced. She gave birth to a total of 69
There's a
children.
woman, Fyodor Vasilyev, has given birth to 69 children.
No, that's her husband was Fyodor. Her name is Valentina.
Oh, Valentina.
Valentina Vasilyev.
Yeah.
Vasilyev,
Which
yes.
is Russian for...
I got a cave.
Her nickname in high school was Stargate.
Oh, my God. There's
27 births, 69
between,
children.
but
7 sets of triplets. Get the fuck
4
out
sets
of
of quadruplets between 1725 and 1765.
So how
a total
do
of
they even
27
know?
births. So that's before hormones and everything. So
Yeah.
that's like just natural or unnaturally natural.
I don't think that's true or real. That's just someone's like account that never really happened. It's a story that got passed down when it's from that long ago.
Yeah,
Well, you don't believe it?
I don't
The
believe
world
it.
record for having the
Nobody
most
fact
children
check, I know.
officially recorded is 69 by the first 2 wives. By the first 2 wives. Oh, so they're counting him.
Oh, Fyodor was a little bit of a player, huh?
Well, not a little bit. A peasant from Shuya, 150 miles east of Moscow. I love that they're giving directions to this woman's uterus. This is, who gave the most children? 150 miles east of.
Yeah.
That is a big vagina.
How many of these things do you think are, at this point, like when you see these types of things posted, do you think is real? Like, I mean, is there, how do we fact check this?
You don't. I don't think it's real. Did you hear recently there was, I think I was with you when we heard, there's a conspiracy theory that people believed about birds not being real.
Do you know that?
Wait.
It was on 60 Minutes. This guy started a conspiracy saying that there is no such thing as birds. There he is. Birds aren't real. And they had 1 million people show up.
Who is this guy?
But he knows that birds are real.
Okay, great.
So he started this conspiracy to kind of study how conspiracies, like all these other conspiracies, you can get people to glom onto
No,
him.
didn't he start it because he wanted to sell T-shirts?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
birds aren't real t-shirts?
Yes.
Yeah.
As a joke.
And he sold
Yeah.
millions
Millions.
of T-shirts.
Birdsarentreal.com. Look at all the
So
T-shirts.
funny.
And people believe it.
But people believe that these are these.
Get outta here.
Yeah, they're put in the sky by government for surveillance and to attack us.
Surveillance.
Yeah.
That these birds are spying on us.
Well, they're just
that they
like people.
can't do it in the phones enough, so they're like, we need some backup.
But why is that any crazier than believing that the government, that the vaccine is there to put a chip in us? Or do you believe that?
No, the chip's already in us, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think once you had your first can of Pringles, you were fucking, you were dialed in. They
Had a
could
great
track
conversation
Look.
with 60 Minutes tonight. Look how much he did. Earlier
so
this month, Biden
was pooped on by a
bird
bird
drone.
drone.
Yeah, you look that up.
The
birds don't exist. It's a real fake conspiracy theory that really took off. It's huge.
This is amazing. A couple days ago. Wow.
Oh
now,
no, that's huge.
Do these people that are they also like non-Holocaust believers? Is it the same group?
But the truth is, it takes as much to believe that birds aren't real as it does to believe that the Holocaust didn't exist, as to believe that the vaccine is a conspiracy, or to believe whatever you want to believe. It's the same mindset.
Yeah.
And it just shows us how, based on timing and placement.
Wait, does anyone back there believe that birds aren't real?
Great question.
Jeremy.
No,
Jeremy, step forward, man.
No, he believes birds are real. He's sitting beside a bird that's being nursed back to health right now.
Alex is the leader of the drone birds.
That bird is a drone.
Yeah.
Amber Heard actually said that it was the bird that pooped in Johnny Depp's bed.
Yeah.
The shit's not real.
And Johnny was like, the birds aren't real.
That's a good Johnny Depp.
Oh, is it?
Do you do impressions?
A few, yeah.
What do you do? That was a good Johnny Depp.
So basically during the trial, Amber Heard said that she didn't poop in my bed. And I said, well, I tasted it. It's real human shit, so it must be. But also birds aren't real, so.
That's
great. But my friend Alex, who nursed a bird back to life, we called the bird, well, there's no name right now. Alex didn't name the bird because he doesn't want to get close to it. But he did put its mouth on its mouth. And so, anyway, when I was filming Pirates of the Caribbean 2, we had this scene, and it gave me the idea for Chocolat, which is a great name for Alex's bird if you would return my texts.
Did you headbutt her?
Did I headbutt who? Oh,
Amber.
Sorry, that was my lawyer. I've headbutted a fridge before because a vending machine, sometimes you hit the wrong code. D6 is Reese's peanut butter cups, but you get grandma's cookies instead, and I freak out. Other times I've headbutted valet drivers for looking me in the eye and calling me Jack Sparrow. I've headbutted, grocery store clerks telling me that I can't get in the 10 item or less line. And I've got 15 items. It's only a few more. And the extra 5 items are small. It's lube, It's lube and cashews.
We're going to animate that. Right, Jeremy? Who else do you do?
I can do Robert Downey Jr. So I was in a bunch of, obviously COVID was crazy for everybody. I had a bunch of llamas. I don't know if you see my llama farm. I post on Instagram every now and then, but so in the first Iron Man, we did a scene where Gwyneth Paltrow, forget her name, she's married to the Coldplay guy, and he came down on set and he was like, I've got these llamas, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. So I bought one of his llamas, and I'm sorry, do you have any Four Loko I could snort? So then, so I found my Blockbuster card and I went back to Blockbuster. It's a long story. I'll keep it YOLO, whatever, TMI, fuck it. But so there's, I can do Nicolas Cage stubbing his toe in a dishwasher.
Nicolas Cage stubbing his toe in a dishwasher.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
I can also do Ray Romano finding out that the Peloton he ordered has been delayed and is not going to arrive in time for his Peloton party.
So this is Ray Romano has ordered a Peloton and he's finding out it's delayed.
Delayed. It's not going to arrive in time for the Peloton party. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I can also do what else can I do? I can do Dr. Phil. Yeah. I can do Kyle.
Kyle? This Kyle?
Yeah, this is a newer impression. I can do Kyle sending a dick pic. Perfect. It's a newer one, so cut me some slack. I got to get the voice down, but
that's after 2 weeks of dating.
Spot on.
It's amazing how you're able to just connect as soon as you hear somebody.
I just need a little time around the person. And
That's a talent.
It's all right.
Do you do it on stage? Do you do impressions on stage?
Every now and then.
I've seen you act a lot, but I've never seen you do impressions on stage.
No, not really. Yeah, no. I mean, I wanted to be on SNL when I was a kid for sure. But I was always drawn to more character stuff than impressions. But I can do...
Did you try out for SNL ever?
No, I did one showcase at IO early on, but it was
what is IO?
Improv Olympic.
Okay.
But I just did, it was right after Brooks Wheelan got on doing stand-up. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do stand-up and do some act-outs. Because I do like doing a lot of act-outs. I know when we've been at Supernova together, that's probably where we've seen. And so if I'm doing a story where, I have this joke about Citizens app and my fiance, you know what Citizens app is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live on it.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know that are listening, it's a little app that alerts you whenever
when there's danger lurking in your neighborhood.
And there's a weird danger, right?
Yeah. And I'll like, I say how sometimes the alerts are hilarious. It'll be like, hey, there's a guy dressed as Batman carrying a Coinstar machine down Fairfax. And you're like, all right. And then, but then she'll wake me up. And so if I'm doing it as her, I always, and even it's a heightened version where it's like, babe, you got to wake up. There's a guy right now across the street in a tree, buck naked, holding a machete. And I'm like, babe, I think a guy in a tree with his cock out holding a sword at 3 a.m. already has his night planned out, and then go to some other stuff or whatever. But I like to and then there's longer, I'll do some Trump stuff. I do this one long thing about an act out of when Trump asked the guy on his staff if the what is it? It was like, do you think the sun can pull COVID out of your cock? Do you remember when he said that?
Yes.
And so I was like, what is it like being that guy going home that night to his wife? And like, that was the first time Trump talked to him. So I just do this whole long act out of her being like, how was your day? Dave, how was your day? And he's like, yeah. She's like, you always do that. You always downplay your successes. How was it? How was it, huh? You worked really hard to get this job. Well, the president talked to me. That's what I'm talking about, Dave, Mr. President's new best friend. You always do that. You always don't share with me your successes. What did he say? Well, he asked if the sun could suck. If the sun could suck if you could come COVID out of your penis. If the sun would blow you and it could suck the COVID out of your dick. If you get a sun suck, if Mother Nature would blow and you could just come COVID out of your penis is what he asked me. Wow. And he asked you that. And it's just a big long. So I like those big long act outs.
But that's so SNL that have they done?
Yeah, many little sketches. Yeah.
So you haven't had your agent send you because
I made a few tapes and they probably. And I would always, Dana Carver's a good buddy of mine, and I would always send him stuff, and he did as polite as he could, be supportive without not wanting to tell me too much, because he just was like, I don't want to. Almost like the way when a young comic asks you for advice and you're like, I don't want to tell you too much one way or the other because I don't want to shape what's going on. So he kind of give a few little technical things, but I don't know. Also, every year, who knows what they were truly looking for. I think one year when I sent a tape that I really liked, they just took a couple gals, and then the kid, was it Bone Yang, the Asian kid?
Yeah. But I've heard these nightmare and great stories from people that we've had on. But about these showcases, not only in the clubs, but where you go actually to Rockefeller Center, and there's 5 people sitting in the audience, Lauren, and no laughter, and they bring you out on the stage of we're on Fallon's stage or maybe even the SNL stage and do that. But
I would think too that from having the stand up and the theater back, that I wouldn't be as nervous being on stage like that, but maybe so. I mean, those seem like insane just stakes, and like I'm sure no one is immune to getting there finally, whether how big the dream was, where you don't get overtaken by the moment, right? Like, and you're just like looking around, and I would try to probably not. I don't know. Well, maybe. How are you like pre-show? Do you like to, or before like a talk show appearance? Do you like to mix it up and like converse? Does it kind of like help to bleed into what you're about to do?
My big thing is just, and this wouldn't apply to the, well, it would. I want to listen to what's happening prior to when I get yeah. So I'm okay with, I have no preparation. Like, I don't prepare for anything. I didn't prepare for this podcast. But
it feels like you did. It feels like
I know you. I'm a fan, so I know you. But there's no preparation. Nothing.
You knew about Dirt Tape prior. You acted surprised for that.
That's acting.
You've been a big.
That's acting. I'd rather do it here on the podcast than the movie. His last name's Pryor?
No.
You said, Dirt Tape.
Prior to this.
Dirt Tape Pryor.
Oh my God, there's the twist. Yeah, he's related somehow.
Right.
Oh my God.
So, but what I was saying was, I do on a talk show want to hear everything that's happened up to me, so that if I want to do a callback or I want to reference.
I love that. Yes.
So even if I was at an audition for SNL, I would probably want access to a screen and see what somebody does before me. And then in that moment where I totally go blank, and I know that the guy before me had a little bit of a rough time, I can go, but this is like you did the impression of Kyle, I will do the impression. This is not what you think. I know you didn't like it, but isn't this exactly like the guy before me? And kind of be able to be in the moment.
So that doesn't have to do with nerves. That's just you. That is your form of preparation, so you know what to say or do. That's not like prepare.
I can't walk out in the just not knowing where I am. But nervousness is my fuel.
Yeah,
I love fear.
It's good to feel a little not fully comfortable, right?
I've never been comfortable. I don't know what that's like.
It makes you raise your game. Somebody asked me that, like, do you get nervous? And I was like, I always allow for, and that's also why I love doing. Breaking the fourth wall and doing crowd stuff, because it's like there's so much uncertainty there, and that
it's, to me, my analogy has always been like, I like roller coasters and still do.
Oh, you do? Terrified.
But so am I. But I love that. So like, if you like roller coasters, you don't want to go on a roller coaster that goes 30 miles an hour in a straight line through the trees.
Right.
That's boring. But if you think you've come really close to death and you've been tossed way up in the air, and then your adrenaline and you're almost at the verge of tears, you go, I want to get on again. It's like adrenaline. I love the adrenaline of and also because I suffer from so many mental health issues, that awkwardness and fear are a great distraction from whatever other mental pain I could be.
Do you seek out awkward moments? Like, do you enjoy
showing up? For me, as an awkward moment.
Your TikToks are so great, by the way. I just had a quick vision of you, the side by side things you comment on or react to.
Thank you.
And it makes me think like how great you'd be with something like that in real life, like seeing.
But that's why I like hosting.
Yeah,
hosting a game show. I'm doing bullshit right now on Netflix. What was fun about it is like just being able to I don't know what they're going to say. I don't even know if they know what the fuck they're talking about. But I was actually playing along and doing it, and that's like my milieu. I love that, not knowing. It's the opposite of being a regular game show host where they just hand you the cards and you read the questions, and then you go, now we're going into round 2. You got that one correct, and that I couldn't
do.
Just
doing gameplay.
Right.
You could never do that. You always have needed to have it be something where you can
loose.
Yeah, and read the room.
And it seems like you have that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that from you.
Yeah, cool.
And this has been an enjoyable. So the thing you want to plug right now is On the Road?
On the Road, my podcast about last night, which you've done. It's now sans Brad, no dwarf, just me, just you.
Right.
And
why did you guys split up?
Brad did 500 episodes, and he was like, I just want to be a dad. He had his Asian dwarf baby.
We had him on here.
The best, yeah.
Yeah, I did their podcast when he was together with him and Brad Williams did the...
little Brad. Yeah.
So you were in the other building.
He's under your chair right now, actually. What's that?
You did it in my building over there.
Yes. That was great.
Yeah.
And you brought out the Deal or No Deal set that you got.
I still have it here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's About Last Night podcast. You've been on, Sandra Bullock's been on, Bill Burr, Jason Derulo, Melissa McCarthy. Get that on iTunes, YouTube. Tour dates, AdamRayComedy.com. I have a YouTube special that just came out on my YouTube channel, live at the Punchline in San Francisco. And then I guess Young Rock on Tuesdays and Gaslit on Sundays on Stars. And that's it for now.
That's it for now. You're very busy. You're very successful. You deserve it.
Grinding.
I would like to do some stuff with you. So let's talk about these projects further 1000%. Offline. Do it. And it's Adam Ray. And this is another episode. Tell people what to do.
Do you just not remember what you're supposed to say?
No.
Every single time at the end. Okay, you're supposed to like, review. You probably know. You say this all the time, right?
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, leave a review. I don't really know either, honestly.
So why are you making fun of me?
I don't know.
My nephew did that, 7 years old. He took his wiener out and started dry humping the couch. And I go, dude, that's very funny, but can you not look me dead in the eyes while you do it? And then he put it back in and he goes, like and subscribe, and ran out of the room. And I was like, that's the future of comedy.
I love that. And that's the end of this episode. Yeah, we still have that building over there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.